What's up, guys? This video is for you if you are starting a farm. Please don't start farming without listening to this video. It might give you everything, or it will definitely give you edge to strategize. If you don't have the capacity to rebrand and repackage your final output, your final produce, you take more effort to grow bigger, to produce mass quantities so as to meet up with the quantity of those final consumers, of those final buyers. I don't know if you are getting my point, because the more they rake from this, but once they see that you can supply a mass quantity, you will definitely get your money, the real money, and cutting off the middleman. So I got this advice from a rich man in my community called Baba Exporter. Baba Exporter happens to be the richest farmer in my community. He is into farming and is into the exporting. He told us that he realized this late, that if I am going to start farming, that I shouldn't make the mistake he made. He said, make mention of something that Kirakita or dollar, meaning hard work doesn't pay, but smartness. So he now gave the instance that the closer you are to the soil, the poorer you are. That's the mistakes that most of his colleagues, his peers then were making, that once they start farming, once they harvest, they call people to come and buy and they sell it off. Let me use this cassava plantation as an example now. To plant this cassava for, let's just say 7 to 9 months, and just one person will just come all of a sudden and just come and pack, paying a dime as exchange to the labor of 7 to 9 months that you've made. So he said that the farmers are rich, but the people buying it to go and make it the final consumptions are the ones that are richer. So he advised that the best you can do is just to, if you are going into farming, go into farming fully. And if you want to make farming your major occupation or your source of income, that you should go into farming like you mean it. That don't just do it by trial and error, because if you are doing trial and error, you end up getting low return. But he said the energy you give the soil, that's what the soil will give back to you in return. So he said the best you can do for you not to wear out, for you not to age so quick, for you not to be down or depressed, that you make it a mechanized farming. If you have your capacity, if you want to go into farming fully. That you have to employ people to either do it for you, or you get tractors that will definitely help you cultivate it. I'm going to share, aside this cassava farm, I'm going to share you his cocoa farming, his cocoa plantations, where he made example of his cocoa and what brought him to the limelight, that he just has to start exporting his goods so that he can get his maximum profit. I don't know if you are getting this particular, it's self-explanatory. I'm just sharing what brought these particular conversations up, or why I decided to join him in the trend that the closer you are to the soil, the poorer you are. He said what wakes him up to this understanding was that he is into cocoa farming. Most of the times that it takes him 7 to 10 years to nurse a particular cocoa stand, the risk of nursing, spraying, weeding and all, that he will still have to dry them. That once it's drying finish, that this now got to him one day that he that planted this particular produce doesn't have a car, rather he has a bicycle. So but people that come and buy from city, drives in jeep, brings in lorry, and he personally that owns this particular production doesn't have a bicycle. He did not understand this till the day he traveled to Mecca and he saw a company that buys cocoa, that they sell cocoas to, and he asked how much per kilo or how much per bags to them. And it's like he said that the time he asked that if he wants to sell his cocoa, he was on his way to Mecca. We call it Mecca. So is it Saudi Arabia that is called Mecca? I actually don't. Yes, I think so. So he said he had to branch to that store to see it's a cocoa shop. And he asked them that if he's going to sell, how much do they buy cocoa? Or how much do they sell cocoa? They don't say that it is like times 7 or times 10 of how much he sells to the normal local people that the city people that comes to come and buy from the village. So it was not like, is it being ripped or something? Because he was shocked that, let me use it for an example. We spend naira here in my community. Now maybe for 5 naira, it sells per kg for them for 5 naira. But actually, currently now, the kg that they sell here in Nigeria now is, I think, 10,000 naira to 1 kg. So he said, let me use 10,000 naira for an example. He said that if he sells to the city people that comes from city to buy in the village, that he sells for 10,000 naira, for example. That these people said they buy their stuffs at the rate of 20 naira or 35 naira, because that's the final bus stop before they process it to become cocoa, Bonfita, gets to the final whatever they want to use it for. It was not like, he was shocked that he put in so much effort and these people come in. That he now flashback to when he sees that they comes with ride, they comes with big. And funniest thing that these people, Leo asks them that if they want loan, whereas they should be the one to give these people loan, that if they want loan in return so that they can produce more quantity for them to sell, that these people that come and buy from the city always give them loan so that they can produce more cocoa for them to sell. When he got back to Nigeria from Saudi Arabia, from Mecca, he determined to gather his friends in 5 that is into large scale farming. He gathered them in 5 and they produced a mass quantity, and he chartered his own lorry to go sell to that particular company. So he derived that, so the closer he is to the soil, the poorer he find himself. So with that kind of liberation, he was able to liberate himself, and he's into farming. He weeds too, but he doesn't let his final bargain be that particular stuff. He grows in mass quantity. He exports. Currently now, he said he exports. He don't even have to make those shop owners again, those stores that he met initially when he was traveling. So that is why we do call him Baba Exporter, because he exports most of our community goods outside, and we become more richer compared to we just harvesting and selling them off. So we sell them cheap, we sell our sweat, and we get peanut in return. So the best you could do is that if you don't have the capacity to grow, to repackage your produce so as to eat the final consumer, so as to get maximized profit, I will advise that you go into large capacity, you expand your capacity to grow bigger for marketers. If you can control the market with large quantity of your produce, I'm very sure that you will eat your maximum product profit. He gave me another example of the closer you are to the soil, the poorer you are, of the bricklayers and the laborers with the site engineers. That I should notice very well that the hardest person, the toughest work happens to be the ones that are closer to the soil, which are the laborers. That they mix the concrete, they carry the blocks, and the bricklayers set. But the engineer that just come in definitely oversees and gets more pay to those people that are mixing the sands. That the best that I can get if I'm going into farming is to get extra skills. This should teach me to get extra skill. That if the laborer or if the bricklayer has gotten extra skill in architect or in building constructions, that they will be the one instead to earn more. That it will be added advantage for them. But if you are closer to the soil, mixing the soil and giving it as laborers, that you can't be richer to the site engineer or to the bricklayer because you are closer to the soil. The laborers earn less, while the bricklayer earns more, while the site engineer earns bigger. She says that this is not about farming, that this is applicable to almost all the businesses or almost all being an entrepreneur, or if you want to truly achieve something in life. This doesn't stop alone into farming. Another example are these livestock people. But take, for example, the fish guys, the people running fish, the people smoking fish or rearing fish. For 6 months, they tend to rear buy feed, dig ponds, and the people coming for barbecue will only come a day and just come and buy per kilo for 3.5, buy kilos of fish for 4,000 naira. And they will go and resell for 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira to run a barbecue big fish. So check what I'm saying, that this is just more than closer to the soil. We just have to rethink of how well we can repackage our farm produce, of our produce to the final bus stop. So guys, the summary of this video is that when you are starting a farming business, be it any farm, be it animal farm, crop and or, make sure you are starting farming like your main business. Take it as a business. Either you have it with the intention that you are growing in a mass quantity for you to meet up with the quantity of the manufacturer or the buyer itself, the final buyer itself. All this is just for you to rip off, to cut off the middleman. And the best advice I can just give is just for you to add more effort from redefining your soy produce or redefining your farm produce to the final consumption. Be it, I don't just want you to have, after harvesting your cassava, and you just sell it to the people that wants to make it as gari, cassava flavor. Take extra time, take extra effort, the final effort to process it as gari, and sell it like the ready-made. It will add and give you more edge in your farm produce. So the essence of this is that don't stop being a soy farmer. Move from that, move to large scale quantity. If you are running commercial farming, this will definitely automatically warrant you employing people that will do the farming while you strategize on how you are going to market your product. Don't forget this particular quote that Baba Export has told me in particular, that the closer you are to the soil, the poorer you are, and the farther you become, the richer you become. I just hope this video is helpful for any new farmers that want to start a farming business, be it crop, be it animal, be it just anything. Make sure that you take extra effort to repackage and reprocess your farm produce so as to be on the top league of producers. I just hope this is helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on my farm journey. Catch ya, guys.